Hi everyone, welcome back to KG Graves, the one-on-one series. This is number 55, Ray Harryhausen. Now I know you're all thinking, who's Ray Harryhausen? Well, if like me, you grew up watching the feature films, Jason and the Argonauts, Clash of the Titans, this is the guy who did all the animation and all the creatures and the models in it. So I'm going to show you a clip now, and then I'll go on and show you where the grave's located. Speak to you shortly. Raymond Frederick Harryhausen was born on the 29th of June 1920 in Los Angeles, California. He was an American-British animator and special effects creator. After seeing the 1933 King Kong movie, Ray was inspired by the animation and experimented on production of some shorts utilizing stop-motion animation. To hone his skills, Ray decided to take classes in graphic arts and sculpture. He also did evening classes in the art direction, photography and editing at the newly formed School of Cinematic Arts at the University of Southern California, where he would later serve as a lecturer. Meanwhile, he became friends with an aspiring writer, Ray Bradbury, with similar enthusiasms. They then joined the Los Angeles chapter of the Science Fiction League, now known as the Los Angeles Science Fantasy Society. Ray secured his first commercial model animation job on George Powell's Puppetoons shorts. In 1947 he was hired as an assistant animator on what turned out to be his first major film, Mighty Joe Young, 1949. The first film with Ray in full charge of technical effects was The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms, 1953, which he made use of his newly created form of stop-motion model animation known as dynamation. This was followed by It Came From Beneath the Sea, 1955, about a giant octopus attacking San Francisco, and Earth vs. the Flying Saucers, 1956, set in Washington, D.C. Both films were box office successes. Ray next made 20 Million Miles to Earth, 1957, about an American spaceship returning from the planet Venus. The spaceship crashes into the sea near Sicily, releasing an onboard alien egg specimen which washes up on the shore. Ray began working with colour on the film The Seventh Voyage of Sinbad, 1958. He relocated from Los Angeles to London to continue his work. Next came The Three Worlds of Gulliver, 1960, and Mysterious Island, 1961, both great artistic and technical successes. His next film is considered by film historians and fans as his masterwork, Jason and the Argonauts, 1963. Among the film's several celebrated animation sequences is a fight between 3 actors and 7 living skeletons. This stop-motion sequence took over 4 months to complete. The film, First Men in the Moon, 1964, was Ray's only film made in the 2.35:1 widescreen, also known as CinemaScope format. He was then hired by Hammer Films to animate the dinosaurs for 1 Million Years BC, 1966. It was a success at the box office, helped in part by the presence of Raquel Welch. Ray's next dinosaur film was The Valley of Gwangi, 1969. Reviving the Sinbad character, The Golden Voyage of Sinbad, 1973 was made, often remembered for the sword fight involving a statue of the 6-armed Hindu goddess Kali. It was followed by Sinbad and the Eye of the Tiger, 1977. The last feature film to showcase his effects work was Clash of the Titans 1981, for which he was nominated for a Saturn Award for the Best Special Effects. With the introduction of more sophisticated computer-generated effects, Ray retired from active filmmaking. In the early 1970s, Ray had also concentrated his efforts on authoring a book, Film Fantasy Scrapbook. A second book followed, Ray Harryhausen, An Animated Life. This was then followed in 2005 by The Art of Ray Harryhausen, featuring sketches and drawings from his many projects. Ray and his longtime friend and collaborator, Tony Dalton, published a history of stop-motion model animation, a century of model animation, and to celebrate his 90th birthday, the Ray and Diana Harryhausen Foundation published Ray Harryhausen, A Life in Pictures. In 2011, Ray and Tony's last volume, called Ray Harryhausen's Fantasy Scrapbook, was also published. Ray appeared in a small comedic cameo role in the 1998 remake of Mighty Joe Young, and he provided the voice of a polar bear cub in the film Elf 2003. He also appears as a bar patron in Beverly Hills Cops 3 1994, and as a doctor in the John Landis film Spies Like Us 1985. In 2010, he had a brief cameo in Burke and Hare, a British film directed by John Landis. In 1986, he formed the Ray and Diana Harryhausen Foundation, a registered charity in the UK and US that preserves his collection and promotes the art of stop-motion animation and Ray's contributions to the genre. In his personal life, Ray married Diana Livingstone Bruce in October 1962. The couple had a daughter, Vanessa. The family announced his death on Twitter and Facebook on the 7th of May 2013. He died of natural causes and was 92. Diana died 5 months later on the 6th of October, aged 85. There is no doubt that Ray was the best in his field, and many luminaries in the film industry cite him as their inspiration. These include Steven Spielberg, James Cameron, Peter Jackson, George Lucas, John Landis, and the UK's own Nick Park. Ray received many awards, and on the 10th of June 2003 was honoured with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. He received an honorary BAFTA in June 2010 at the ceremony at the British Film Institute. The award was presented to him by filmmaker Peter Jackson. In 2011, he was awarded the Lifetime Achievement Award from the Visual Effects Society. Ray was later inducted into the Visual Effects Society Hall of Fame in 2018. Let's see where his grave is located. So there you have it, the grave of Ray Harryhausen, animator and special effects creator. If you have enjoyed watching this video, then please like, subscribe and hit the bell for more content like this. Thank you for watching, see you on the next one.